Hi, this is Sunil Manji, Senior Principal Solution Architect at Elastic. I'm going to be demoing a use case inspired by my colleague David Sadowski out in Houston. We were engaged in a use case where tariff documents required to go through an OCR process. And we wanted to determine whether choosing different embedding models made a difference in search relevancy. So in this scenario, we are using the Azure OpenAI embedding model, and we are also using an embedding model hosted within Elastic that we downloaded from Hugging Face. So the use cases, we'll run a couple search queries, we'll see that in a moment. We'll go through a similarity analysis using vector search. And from there, now we will determine at runtime whether the embedding should be using the Hugging Face model that we've downloaded, or should we go out to Azure OpenAI. And then finally, we will enrich the response using OpenAI, using retrieval augmented generation. Let's get to it. Now again, the whole point is we want to determine, using different models, what is the type of relevancy we get from different models, right? Here we go. So here's the application. Now, let's just run the question to GenAI. Let's go directly to Azure OpenAI and ask the question, what are the current barrel rates? And this is not looking at Elastic, it's just simply going out saying, hey, I don't have enough information to really answer your question. So now let's go to vector, right? We're going to do a vector search, which essentially is going to call Elastic, leveraging vector search, and pull the relevant documents based on the Hugging Face model we've downloaded, and then go to Azure OpenAI and augment that result. Let's run the search. And you can see that the results returned an AI summary, which is basically Azure OpenAI, a completions model. It's basically saying that based on the PDF document, the current barrel rates in KS to Conway Holding is 58.8 and 73 cents per barrel. And the company's Mid-America pipeline, in fact, we can open this PDF document and validate that that is accurate. And let's scroll down a little bit, and that is true. We do see that. So in this scenario, we found that the results from Elasticsearch using vector search were highly accurate with the Hugging Face model. We were able to run search against our PDF documents, and we were able to use retrieval augmented generation to kind of give us a format, answering our question in a format that is easily readable. So basically augmented our results. So now I want to use vector OpenAI. And here what we're trying to determine is, well, the results from the Hugging Face model were great. And in some scenarios, they may not be. Our entire hypothesis is that they should be similar, right? And we may be wrong here. So let's go ahead and run the search query. And here it's going to Elasticsearch, and within milliseconds, we retrieve the results using vector search. But here we're using the vectors generated by OpenAI. And here you can see that the results are different. Right? It didn't really find what we were looking for. So this validated, or maybe invalidated, our assumptions that it doesn't matter. And it absolutely does matter. When you're looking for relevancy from your search results, especially using vector search, you have to find the right model. And in this example, you saw that. In this example, we used a Hugging Face model. My code, by the way, is on GitHub, so you can go there and take a look at all the stuff I did with this application. But in this scenario, we used two different embedding models. One is the Hugging Face model that I downloaded, and the other one is the OpenAI embedding model. And we found that the results from one were not as relevant or as accurate as another one. It doesn't mean this will always be the case, But the great thing about Elastic and vector search within Elastic is that you can use both. You can issue a single query using both embedding models to give you back relevant results. Thanks for watching. Hope that was helpful.